and still try and cover downfield.
27-yard line.
Hill going to go in motion right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Tua to Tyree for the Miami first.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. Sanders' kick is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Young. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Cam Smith.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Blackshear now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hill going to go in motion right. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Tua going to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That's caught by Chosen.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Running right, here's Achane. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. The 2 is going to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Panthers.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Young off the play fake.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. It's Young off play action.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Carolina.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
72 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Young to throw it this time. He's got a man. That's Marshall. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Extra point now by Boswell.
For the point after.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Dolphins 41, Panthers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Now a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
It's Young on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Marshall, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Young to throw it. Going up top. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
A give, running right, Achane.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Running left, Achane.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, let's be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Miami, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as he'll be back in action